What's one word you would use to describe Big League Wiffle Ball 2024?
Intense. I'd say the competition is the best it's ever been. There isn't really a weak spot in any team.
Oh! It just happened! Wow! Simply wow! Oh! Did that just happen? That was one of the hardest hit balls you will ever see.
Six is a great musical on Broadway. It was the number of Hall of Famer Walter Davis of the Phoenix Suns, and it is the sixth season of Big League Wiffle Ball. They call it Paradise Valley for a reason. That's because it's opening day with 78-degree weather. And this eagerly anticipated matchup between Commissioner Logan Rose's Western Wolves, who we'll be talking about a little more as they reload for the 2025 season, against the Coastal Cougars, who come into this series as the prohibitive favorite. Welcome to opening day of Big League Wiffle Ball 2025. We look forward to bringing you all the action here with Carson Rose and Brody Livingston in the booth, and also an oldie but goodie, Braden Stroop, now a sophomore to be at the U of A. We mentioned the Western Wolves. They have retooled this year. Their mainstays are Logan Rose and former MVP Luke Rose, but in right field and taking the mound are two Rookie of the Year candidates. Trevor Bauer from Las Vegas, Jonathan Dalby from right here in Phoenix, Arizona, and it'll be Jonathan's brother, Randy Dalby, leading it off for the Cougars. We remind you of the speed limit. And Brody Livingston, correct me if it hasn't changed, it's 73 miles an hour. Is that right? And we play 5 balls, 3 strikes. Luke Rosen left. Randy Dalby had a big year at the plate last year. Home runs, average. And he is leading it off here for the 2025 season. Carson Rose, can you show us where the velocity is with the new equipment here at Rose Field in the booth? Where can we see it? Right here. Okay. Carson Rose is not talkative, but he's communicative. Trevor Bauer, he can throw really, really hard. If you've seen him in some of BLW's tournaments, he can really bring it. But he's limited here with that velocity cap. And down goes Dalby, tips it into the zone. Not much movement from Bauer either. And here comes Jackson Albers. You'll remember him last year, his first season in BLW. Great movement from Bauer, and that's something you'll see from Albers when he's on the mound too. Each game is 3 innings at length. It's a 3-game series here at Rose Field. Oh, what a check swing. Nothing. Bauer decides to throw it. Not a good move from the right-hander, but gets away with it with that worm burner. Doesn't cause more damage than was possible. And here comes the big bat in 2A baseball. Reed Ross hitting about 600 on the year for the Phoenix Country Day Eagles. Had a big 3-run triple that almost brought his team back in yesterday's battle against Morenci. Nice pitch from Bauer. As our viewers know, just not walking people is critical to success in BLW, and Bauer's starting strong in that regard. But you will not see a quicker bat than Reed Ross is. Some say he overswings. We say, good job on the entertainment value. It was weak. 1-2 to Ross. Look at that movement. Brody Livingston is the deputy commissioner today, said he did not swing. We also have Deputy Commissioner Carson Rose and his quasi-conflict in the booth since brother Logan Rose is playing. 2-2 to Ross. Fouls it off. Bauer is surprising. We thought he was going to bring more power. He's just confusing the Cougars here early in the game. And that's it. Right at 73 miles an hour. Beautiful pitch from 88. Thing about the Wolves this year that'll be interesting, they go 4 deep on the mound. Most teams can't do that. The Wolves can. And up steps the veteran. Always an MVP candidate, Randy Dalby. 2 outs. Albers on first. With a big crowd on hand here at Rose Field for opening day, too. Throwing a lot of strikes, Double Ocho is. A lot of prognosticators were predicting how good the Cougars were going to be offensively this year. We've not seen it so far in the top of the first. Couldn't ask for a better day. Bauer again at 71 miles an hour. Las Vegas resident making his first appearance at Rose Field and looks good. Gets Dalby on that high 65 mile an hour screwball. We go to the bottom of the first, all tied at 0. It'll be Randy Dalby taking the mound for the Cougars. With Reed Ross in left. And Bryson Livingston look-alike Henry Stratton in right. We often ask the question, who is Henry Stratton? Could be the comeback player of the year this year. We'll have to see. It looks like it'll be Logan Rose leading it off against the always formidable Dalby. They're still talking about one of the great wiffle ball misses in Dallas when Randy Dalby was pitching as good as any pitcher in the history of wiffle ball, and they made a decision to take him out in the Final Four of BLW at Cowboys Stadium. It cost his team after throwing a near-perfect game. How sharp is he going to be here today at Rose Field? And it looks like it will be Logan Rose leading off. Could be a milestone day for the left-hander. The all-time hits leader in BLW, just 2 away from 100. That's a record that may never be broken. On the eve of Alex Ovechkin breaking Wayne Gretzky's hockey goal record, Logan is potentially putting a record out of reach as Dalby gets him with the curve to start the game. Breaking news, Ovechkin has broken the Wayne Gretzky goal record. For those of you who are not following the ESPN crawl, We're going to break it for you here at BLW. Congratulations to Alex Ovechkin as Rose faces off against Randy Dalby. What a beautiful opening day. Muy hermosa. For our Spanish speakers following, that means very beautiful. Ooh, great pitch from the right-hander. Up in the zone. And that's it. And here we go. We see a lot of brother versus brother in BLW. This is the first official Dalby versus Dalby in BLW. Brody Livingston, did Jonathan go 2 overall in the BLW draft? Yes, he did. After a really nice tryout that shockingly saw Tom Jankowski go 3rd in the draft. 1-1 to Dalby. Randy to Jonathan. Gets him down low at 71 miles an hour. It's a beautiful wiffle ball game so far with no walks by either team. And up steps the mullet man, Trevor Bauer. Looked good on the mound in the top of the first. How will he fare at the plate against the big right-hander? 64. Dalby changing speeds all around the plate. Game moving quick. Great movement from 13 on that. Henry Stratton looked a little like Michael Jackson in right field wearing a glove. You don't see that very often in BLW, but wearing a glove in the field of play, not at bat, to see how that affects him in this game. 1-2 to Bauer. Misses inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Yes, that's it. Dalby strikes out the side. After 1 in this 3-inning game 1, we are tied at 0. And Trevor Bauer is ready to go. Reminder in BLW, unlike BLW tournaments, play with yellow bats, old school, traditional style. But the players do use cut balls. Hope our viewers appreciate what they're seeing right now. Tremendous accuracy from both pitchers. It's very hard to do. One. Albers has become prolific in BLW, traveling to UWIFs, participating in every single tournament that the league has. One of its most valuable people. But he looks at one right down the middle at 68 miles an hour. Albers pops it up. Rose has a beat on it, as in Luke Rose. One out now. As the always dangerous R squared, Reed Ross steps to the plate. The Eagle. Oh, 1. Great location from Bauer. Each team will play 5 series or 15 games throughout the summer season, culminating in a late summer playoffs, where each team will be seeded. A lot of movement from Bauer there, but misses way inside. 1-2 to Ross. And that's it for number 12. Quickly moving game. It's one of those that you could see a 1-0 game, just someone connects and gets over that short porch and right. Two down for the Cougars. Here in the top of the second. Dalby just did it, and that's why he's the greatest announcer in Big League Wiffle Ball history. He just called it. That could be the deciding run in this game. A bomb to right center. Dalby did it a lot during the 2024 season. He does it again here in Game 1 of Series 1 of Big BLW's 26th season. 25 season. As we were talking about, Alex Ovechkin just broke the Wayne Gretzky record, as Carson Rose just reminded the hotshot announcer that he does make mistakes from time to time. Thank you, Carson Rose. One, Jackson. 2-1. Great location from Bauer, trying to find his way after that big blast from Dalby. You know, we're watching the Detroit Pistons go from worst to the playoffs in the NBA. What's going to be interesting about BLW this year is the Arctic altitude. Won it all last year. Their first win. First championship, we should say. But they are really reeling after the loss of numerous players, and they could go from best to worst. The opposite of the Detroit Pistons this year, Braden Stroop. Dalby back on the mound, having given his team a 1-0 lead with that home run. Will face off against Luke Rose for the first time this year. Luke Rose is one of the more mercurial players in the league. You just never know what you're going to get from the U of A freshman. Rumor has it he'll be transferring to ASU in the fall, becoming a Sun Devil, much to the chagrin of his household. But who would you rather watch? Kenny Dillingham and the Sun Devils, or what that is in Tucson for a football program these days? All right, Luke Rose, starting it off here in the bottom of the second. The Wolves need some runs. Good lead from Rose there and a nice sweeper from Dalby. MJ's back and right. See if he moonwalks at some point during this series. 1-1 to Luke Rose. It's only 61. Dalby really between the high 50s, topping out at 73. In tournaments, you'll see people throwing 90, 95, even 100 miles an hour. But here, the speed limit really gives hitters a better chance to create offense. Great pitch from Dalby. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Dalby channeling his inner Brody Livingston, showing a lot of different looks here. A power pitcher by trade. He's showing his versatility and blows up 75. And that is a no pitch. He was offended by the announcer, perhaps. Four balls, 2 strikes. We play 5 balls, 3 strikes in BLW. Luke fouled it off. Made the journey up from Tucson for opening day. You're looking for autographs from Luke Rose. You can also often find him in Buckeye, Verado. But here he is at Rose Field today. What a pitch from Dalby. Started it outside his shoulder, broke it over the strike zone. And there is 2 down. Logan Rose. You're 1. Logan Rose looking for those 2 hits on a day that Ovechkin broke a record that no one thought possible. 895 goals. Making Joe DiMaggio's 56-game hitting streak likely the new impossible sports record to break. Oh, and Logan Rose, Reed Ross does not. That's an infield single, making Logan Rose only 1 away from that magical 100 hits for his BLW career. Nice job by Ross. We needed to see that from one of Ross's teammates yesterday with 2 outs in the bottom of the last and runners on second and third. And Deputy Commissioner Carson Rose says there might be stoppage to celebrate Logan Rose's 100th hit if that comes later today. Jonathan Dalby at the plate. Be a nice gesture from brother and Deputy Commissioner. But let's focus on the at-bat at hand. Jonathan Dalby. Fouls it off. Jonathan Dalby had a big home run in Dallas off one of the hardest throwers in American wiffle ball. Might have seen his brother pitch a time or two, giving him a real advantage here. Still no walks in this game. Goes knuckle curve. Trying to do a Zach Gallen impersonation. Didn't work for the big right-hander. Just foul down the right field line. A game of inches, as they say. I want to give a shout out to the grounds crew here at Rose Field. How pristine it looks. Three-two count. Dalby to Dalby. Oh, and puts it in play. Nice job by the right-hander. Moves over. Does not try to stop Rose from advancing. That's an experienced wiffle ball player, knowing he has 2 outs now. Trevor Bauer at the plate. Dalby checking the rules. Smart move by the veteran. Facing the BLW rookie. Bauer looking to help himself and tie it up here with 2 outs. Pitch has been working all day for 13. Really a tough pitch on the right-handers, I should say. One now, 2 outs. Trevor Bauer at the plate. Logan Rose on third. Reed Ross in left. At 72. Two outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bauer looking to get on somehow and drive in that run on third. But not right now. We go to the top of the last with the Cougars still leading 1-0. Bauer back on the mound. Ross looking to lead for the Cougars. He always gets his money's worth at the plate, Reed Ross does. Oh, Ross had that one. It did not move a lot. Just kind of floated there. But he's behind the count 1-2. Can the Cougars pad their lead here and potentially put this game away? Not yet, but Reed Ross, you know he's going to connect before this series is over. He's too good of a hitter. Bauer has looked extremely sharp on the mound. Just one mistake, if you could even call it that, to Dalby. Bauer misses again. Falls behind for a rare moment in game one. Now 3-0. Has not walked anyone in this game so far. And he silences the announcer, gets back into it at 3-1. After watching PCDS's game yesterday, we're not going to talk about green lights on 3-0. Good job by Bauer. Doesn't give in. It's 3-2. 1 out here in the top of the last. Four balls, 2 strikes, full count. And he nicks it down low. Great location from 88. Jackson Albers wears number 3, looking, however, to not be the third out of the inning. An infield single earlier in the game. A Mesa resident. Be entering college in the fall. Nice swing. But all it did was cool off the fans. 1-1, 2 outs. The Wolves lost a lot of close ball games last year, and they could be facing the same here. Two strikes, 2 balls. And that's it. Fouls it into the zone. The Cougars go down as we enter the bottom of the third with the Coastal Cougars clinging to a 1-run lead. Dalby's ready. So is Luke Rose. At the plate as Reed Ross has his hands in his pockets in left field. Can the Wolves come back here in game one? Between Luke Rose and Reed Ross, you might have the 2 freest swingers in the league. Rose boasting that chain. 1-1. Ooh, nasty, nasty pitch that no right-handed hitter could do anything with. One-two to Rose. Every pitch. That's it. Swings up high. Doesn't hit a home run or blow a kiss to his girlfriend 30 miles to the west. Kylan, if you're watching, he's thinking of you. Now Logan Rose at the plate. Had a single his last time up. Ross shifts, plays him up the middle. Gives him the entire left side of the field. Lefties here at Rose Field always have an advantage, like Yankee Stadium with a short porch and right. Rose was tracking it, but just a little too much movement from Dalby. Tracked it again. He's on him. But all he gets for that is an 0-2 count. Fouled it. If you foul tip it out of the zone, you are not out. Foul tip it in the zone, it counts as a third strike. Rose stays alive. Goes to the knuckler. Charlie Huff, Phil Niekro, Joe Niekro, Tim Wakefield, some of the great knuckleballers in MLB history. 1-2 count. Hello. Right into the announcer's booth. Two-two now. Rose really battling here in this at bat. No argument there. Thought it might have tipped the zone and Rose said it was his bat. So it's a 3-2 count here with one out. Really making Dalby work here. Oh, and swung at another one out of the zone. That's 2 outs. And it's all up to Jonathan Dalby to keep the Wolves alive here in Game 1. Dalby right up the middle, but that's it. Brother hits it to the brother. He takes it unassisted. And that's it. The Cougars win the game, 1-0 on the season. We will see you very soon for Game 2. Welcome to Game 2 in this opening day series between the Coastal Cougars and the Western Wolves. The Cougars captured Game 1 on a sterling pitching performance from Randy Dalby in a game that saw no walks. Only one mistake from Trevor Bauer, and that was the home run to Dalby. Might be the first time we were just talking to Brody Livingston in the history of a 3-inning BLW game that there were no walks. Well played to both teams as we enter and begin Game 2. It'll be Jackson Albers, number 3, on the mound for the Coastal Cougars. Logan Rose is set to lead it off. As Jackson Albers, as we mentioned, takes the mound with the 5th best ERA in the history of BLW at 2.38 runs per game. Still trailing Brody Livingston by a large margin, who still has a sub-1 ERA. And here comes Logan Rose. One away from the magical 100-hit club. Never achieved in BLW as Jackson Albers throws a 74-mile-an-hour fastball. At the plate on the mound, Albers versus Rose. And it'll be the reverse when we get to the bottom of the first. Stratton back and right with Rawson left. No pitcher works faster than Jackson Albers in wiffle ball or in the history of baseball. Nice job. Doesn't give in. Good movement. And that is the first walk of the series here to lead off Game 2. Looks like the Wolves are going to keep the same order with Dalby, Jonathan in the 2-hole. Nice pitch by Albers, putting that walk behind him. One count. Great movement from number 3. It's good to see Albers, who struggled a bit in the tournaments in recent months. Not against Dalby. Nasty stuff. Trevor Bauer now at the plate. He's a collector by profession. When asked what he collects, he said, whatever's hot. Sports memorabilia, cars, and 5-year relationships. Trevor Bauer at the plate. Great pitch from number 3 again. Bauer was late. The Wolves wear black and yellow. They are really going to regret that when the temperature heats up later in the summer. Great pitch from Albers. I don't know if our viewers can appreciate how much movement he's showing here. Oh my! As the great Dick Enberg used to say. Bauer chases it. Albers showing as much movement as we've seen in recent years in BLW. Looking strong early. Luke Rose at the plate. Who is that masked man on the mound? Jumps ahead again. As mentioned, Logan Rose on first, the all-time leader in hits, now at 99, followed by Carson Rose at 81, Luke Rose at 70, now at the plate, Brody Livingston at 63, and Joey Jankowski with half 100, Jackson Albers Outstanding there in the top of the first. The Wolves have their work cut out for them with the Cougars looking as sharp as they are on the mound. As mentioned, it'll be Logan Rose. Reminder to Carson Rose and his mischief in the booth that I have the mic. I can say most anything live as Carson Rose continues his mischief. Payback is you know what. And we have a raft of statistics just being thrown at us right now, including the all-time K leaders is Logan Rose. It could be a day to remember. He's looking to get to 100 hits and 500 strikeouts. 5 away from that number. Carson Rose in the third position despite missing an entire season. And those will remember number 5, Seth Denmark, the MVP one year who lost to Carson Rose and Soren Etheridge in an incredible championship run that saw that Carson Rose team start 1-8 and then not give up a single hit in the entire playoffs. 3 consecutive upsets. They won the championship. And it's old man Logan Rose. Here we go. It's batter up for the Cougars. 495 strikeouts for Rose. We're going to keep an eye on that. And the day of Ovechkin is going to be the day of Logan Rose. Deputy Commissioner Carson Rose wondering what's going to come first, the strikeout mark or the hits mark. Ceremonies await either one or both. Great pitch from Rose, but it was at 77 miles an hour. Don't know that Logan Rose has ever thrown 77 miles an hour in his life. That's a ball. The Wolves boast number 88, Trevor Bauer, and number 8. It's a reminder that 81 is also the number for Hell's Angels. You can see them out at Arizona Bike Week this weekend at Westworld of Scottsdale. Back to Dalby and Rose. Dalby making him work. 4-1 count with Jonathan Dalby in right and Luke Rose in left. First series of the 2025 BLW season and gets Dalby to chase on a nice screwball. Full count now. 4 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Changes it up at only 63 miles an hour. Down in the count, 4-0. Rose comes all the way back. Something, again, you don't see very often in BLW. The master of that is to my left, Brody Livingston. Pitcher versus pitcher. Albers versus Rose. Good swing from Albers. Go 1. 1 out. Rose himself working fast. Did he, Deputy Commissioner Carson Rose? Brody Livingston, Deputy Commissioner today, says no. Did Albers concur? Was there a concurrence? Is the count 2-1 or 1-2? Jackson Albers. Did Jackson concur? It sounds like no concurrence. Pitcher's call. One ball, two strikes. Pitcher's call. Great pitch. Rose making mincemeat of the Cougars so far, and it'll be teammates against each other now. Logan Rose just feels Ovechkin, just 3 strikeouts away from that magic level. And he is focused. Oh, 1. And for the first time in his life, Reed Ross just took a ball. One, 2. One of the most dangerous hitters in high school baseball, a sophomore. Just 3 away. Can you feel the excitement here at Rose Field? Oh, and now he's 2 away after striking out the side. They're getting the ceremony ready that Brody Livingston will be presiding over if Logan Rose gets to that 500 strike. I mean, when we started this 6 years ago, did anyone think that rarefied air would be achieved, Carson Rose? What would you say to that? Or Brody Livingston? Okay, here we are, Albers versus Rose again. And we have some special guests in the booth who will remain nameless right now, but we appreciate him being here. Logan Rose looking for that magic hit to get to the 100 club. Not yet. Todavía no. Rose fouls it off. Oh, 2 count to Rose. Albers, smart up high. Two. Special guest just reminded us of a special moment that happened in BLW recently, and that's when they teamed up with the Miracle League to raise some funds for that incredible organization here in the Valley. Rose goes down looking. Pitcher's duel here at Rose Field. They throw it around the horn. Henry Stratton and the Magic Glove. Jonathan Dalby at the plate. 1 out. Top of 2. 3-inning game here. The outstanding pitching continues. A little unusual for an opening day. Both teams have pitched extremely well. 1-1 now to Dalby with 1 out. It's as sharp as we've seen Albers look in some time. You know, to some extent, Albers almost went down to the minor leagues when he was playing in the rec division at Salt River Fields And this announcer's team just beat him like a drum. But he looks like a different pitcher here at Rose Field to open the 2025 season. Getting chirpy with the announcer. 2 outs. Nice job by Bauer to fight that one off. Albers continues to dance around the strike zone. Up, down, inside, out. 76. That's a ball. Commissioner Rose, is that a ball or a no pitch? 76. Deputy Commissioner Brody Livingston has reminded us of the rules. One count here with 2 outs already in the top of the second. Another great pitch from Albers. Bowers is from Vegas, but it might be Albers who needs to go to the Sin City and start dealing. Wow, was that a great looking pitch. Reminiscent of Zach Greinke in his heyday in his 58-mile-an-hour blooper. Bauer chases. That's a no pitch. Still alive, Double Ocho is. Three-two count, 2 outs, top it. That was 75 on the pitch. And that's it for the Wolves. We go to the bottom of the second, still tied at 0. Bottom of 2. Can Logan Rose continue to deal? And it looks like he might. He's going to have to keep up with Jackson Albers. Jumps ahead of Dalby, the hero of Game 1, both on the mound and at the plate. Big home run to center field. Great change of pace from Logan Rose. He's ahead 0-2. And as our viewers know, any pitcher that jumps ahead 0-2 really has the upper hand. And Rose is now just 1 away. Get ready, Brody Livingston, to celebrate this historic milestone of Logan Rose. He's at 499 career strikeouts. And will it be Jackson Albers that lives in infamy? Much as the Al Downing pitch against Hank Aaron, number 715. Is it going to be Jackson Albers? No one else might be able to appreciate that reference, but our special guest in the booth. See people on the sidelines getting ready to stop the game. It is 1-1. Oh, and it's not going to be to... Oh, it's a fair ball. It is not. That is a...
It's touching the line.
It was touching the line. This announcer will overrule if the deputy commissioner... That is 2 over. 2 overruled 3 times. Commissioner Rose has no vote today. Jackson Albers is not going to live in infamy. But it might be Reed Ross. Albers with the infield single. 1 out as the Cougars are looking to get on the board with a triple, which is a fly ball into the bushes or a home run. A lot of scouts talk about Reed Ross's bat speed. It's 1-0. No pitch on that last one. Exceeded the speed limit. One down, runner on first. Goes to the bunny hop, a move that Brody Livingston has the intellectual property on, but he apparently loaned it out to Logan Rose there. 2-2 now. Is this going to be the pitch? Fans are waiting. The anticipation is real. 500 strikeouts. Joining Walter Johnson, Randy Johnson, Steve Carlton, some of the all-time greats. And that's it! History has been made here at Rose Field. Luke Rose, just like the Washington Capitals, congratulating Ovechkin, runs in to congratulate on that record-setting achievement. What a day here at Rose Field already, Carson Rose and Brody Livingston. Wow. Wow. Fans are taking pictures. You can barely see between the flashes what's taking place here at Rose Field. 2 outs. Back to the game. Logan Rose doesn't dwell on being a history maker. He's looking to get the W for the Wolves. 2 outs, 1 man on. Bottom of the second. Great location at 72. This series is testament to how good BLW has become. The quality of play today is just outstanding. Even with the 73 mile an hour limit, it's very difficult for the hitters to get their bat on the ball. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the second. Just missed on that inside out pitch. And we go full. Still no score here in Game 2 after the Cougars captured Game 1 1-0. And he gets Dalby to chase at 73. Perfect pitch from the right-hander. And we got another great game at Rose Field. Here we go. Top of the third. No score at Rose Field. No, he didn't. Brody Livingston ruled no swing as Reed Ross engages in wishful thinking in left field. 1-1 count to Rose. You can never count him out. Just when it seems like it might not be his day, he'll just drill one out, hit a triple, make a difference in the game, the former MVP does. Yellow. 2-2 now. Wolves looking to get their first run of the series. What a sinker from the right-hander. In this game, Brody Livingston, our color analyst, has just pointed out that every single out has been a strikeout. Again, it shows you how superb the pitching has been with a 73-mile-an-hour limit. How much movement is happening out there. Hopefully our viewers around the world can appreciate that, Carson Rose. Albers falls behind 2-0. The commissioner at the plate. Set a record earlier in this inning with his 500 strikeout and looking for his 100th hit as he is now ahead in the count 4-0. Will he take the green light? Will he give himself the green light? Is it 3-1? 4-1. Okay. And that's a walk. History, the sequel, will have to wait. As Luke Rose pinch runs for the pitcher. Up steps Jonathan Dalby. And he, foul ball. Almost pulled a Jackson Albers, landing it on the line. Luke Rose might be the fastest player in the league at first. The Vince Coleman of BLW. Two one out. Runner on first. Wolves looking for something, anything, but not yet. Oh, Dalby had a pitch to hit. I don't know if we'd call that a mistake, but it was an opportunity. And 2 men out here in the top of the third. Late again, Bauer was on that swing. Another outstanding pitching performance from both teams. Bauer hits his Stratton in the magic glove. Cannot get it. He is safe. And Luke Rose is going to score. Henry Stratton in the magic glove did not know the rules. Did not get up and dwelled at first base on what might have been. Instead, in shocking fashion, Trevor Bauer with 2 strikes puts it in play. Stratton moonwalked over there but couldn't make it happen. Bauer advances to second. It's 1-0 Wolves. You just never know what's going to happen in BLW, Carson Rose. You just never know. Seemed like Albers was untouchable until he wasn't. And the veteran Luke Rose, who never stopped. He just said, I'm going home no matter what. And we look back on that decision by team captain Logan Rose to have him, Luke, pinch run, made the difference so far in this game. We always second guess the coaches, but not that time. Big swing from Luke Rose. Instead, it's just a strike, but the Wolves are up 1-0 despite an incredible pitching performance so far from Albers. Oh, and it nicks it up high. That's it for Luke Rose and the Wolves, but not before they take a 1-0 lead, meaning Reed Ross, Henry Stratton, and the Coastal Cougars need one to keep this game alive. All right. And in a bold move from team captain Jackson Albers. Same here.
So Henry's hitting for Jackson. Henry, you're hitting for Jackson, right? Okay. Is he able to pitch after that? Yeah, I think it is. Whatever.
And as we were just talking about, what a gutsy move from Jackson Albers' team captain to pinch hit Henry Stratton, who over the years has been hitting Logan Rose, and he's not wearing one glove anymore. He's put both of them on. It's that hockey background.
Braden, get part of the zone in.
Henry Stratton might be in Logan Rose's head.
Go further back. Yeah.
He's up there swinging.
That's good. Zoom out a little bit. Zoom
Knows
out
his
slightly.
knows his team needs base runners.
Zoom out.
And Luke Rose has come all the way in at third base. I don't know that we've ever seen a third baseman play that tight, but he is all over Henry Stratton. And that's it. Stratton did a nice job making contact early in that at bat. And here comes a player who's muy peligroso. Reed Ross. Very dangerous. The former SaberCat, now the Eagle. Oh, had an inside pitch to hit. Clutched up yesterday. Can he clutch up again? Not yet. 0-2. Logan Rose. This 501st strikeout. I see. A reminder from Deputy Commissioner Carson Rose. Ross puts it in play. Logan Rose. He jumped. Deputy Commissioner Carson Rose, if he would have run through the base, he would have been safe. Instead, he thought he was in a track and field meet and jumps at first base for no reason. What was that? Does a bunny hop at first base. Thank you for the chuckle, Carson Rose. Good boy. 2 outs now. Randy Dalby had a home run in game 1, looking to do the same to keep his team alive right now. 2 outs. 1-0 Wolves as they look to even this series. Oh, Logan Rose got away with one there. 1-1 count. Drama at hand at Rose Field. Luke Rose's base running could be the difference here. Is Rose going to pitch to Dalby carefully? Ooh. Or is he going to pitch around him? Can't tell yet. Bottom of the last. Great movement from the right-hander, and it's 3-2. He's going right at 13. The all-time BLW strikeouts leader. Oh, and he right up, and Rose is going to take care of it himself. 2 quick outs at first. That's it. Down go the Cougars. They even the series at 1 game apiece. Great pitching performance from Logan Rose. And they win on the great base running from Luke Rose. We'll see you very soon for Game 3. Good pitching. I thought that was an excellent announcement. Historic milestone, did you not think? Hey, Riley, what'd you get? The 500 strikeout? Uppers look good. And we welcome you back for Game 3. The Wolves have captured Game 2. The Cougars, Game 1, each by a score of 1-0. Exceptional pitching by both teams throughout this series. It looks like it'll be Logan Rose back on the mound after a sterling and historic performance in Game 2 that saw him get to the Mount Everest of BLW strikeouts. 500 and counting now. And we are good to go. Will it be Luke Rose back in left? Just gave us Luke Rose his phone so we could text Kylan and Verado. But instead, we won't do that. It'll be the speedster back in left field with Jonathan Dalby in right. Excellent wiffle ball series to kick off the 2025 season. The hero of Game 1 on the mound and at the plate, Randy Dalby, starts it off for the Cougars. And he looks at one right down Main Street. 2 in a row. Who is this man on the mound? Motivated by history. Drops down to a 58-mile-an-hour changeup. 1-2. Dalby guesses wrong. Rose continues to pad that incredible record of 500 strikeouts and counting now. Caught on streaming was Carson Rose's colorful commentary that we will not talk about anymore. Reed Ross looking like he's on the Live Tour, golfing. 0-2, his teammate confusing him. Ross falls behind in the count, 0-2 here in Game 3. 74. That's a strikeout. Ross is he might have had a good slice of Spinatos between Game 2 and Game 3, but he's not had a good series so far. And here comes MJ. Henry Stratton, double glove. The Henry Stratton shift is on with Luke Rose basically playing right outside. Jackson Albers going with Stratton at the plate, pulling himself. Stratton does it again. Look at that scouting report from Luke Rose. 2 balls just barely foul. And that's it. He strikes out the side. That impossible record continues to get even more impossible, Carson Rose. Down go the Cougars. We go to the bottom of the first, tied at 0. And it'll be the big right-hander on the mound after a great game one. Albers decided to pull himself at the plate, but inserted himself defensively in right, sporting a hoodie. It's the all-fashioned team with gloves from Stratton, hoodies from Albers. Logan Rose leading it off, looking to make history ×2 today. Sitting at 99 career hits in BLW. Good swing. Question everyone's asking today is, where is Seth Denmark? But we'll return to that in a moment. Logan Rose leading it off. Carson Rose just pointed out this is the coldest announcer's booth in American sport. .78 degrees outside, about 42 inside. Free one count to Rose. Where is Reed Umar? More food for thought as Rose looking to put his team up with a big blast. 3-2 count. Nobody out. Yes, he did. 72 miles an hour. Great location from Dalby. In case this game runs long, Carson Rose will be the announcer. So stay tuned for his debut. A 1 count to Jonathan Dalby. Great change of speed. Actually, that may be the slowest pitch we've seen today at 56 miles an hour. Cougars are going to be dangerous with both Dalby and Albers if he can continue to throw like he did today throughout the 25 season. That hit high. Really hard for hitters when you're living in that top of the zone. Trevor Bauer came up with the unexpected big hit that won game 2. With 2 outs, 2 strikes, and Albers dealing, Bauer found a way. Can he do that same thing right now? Wolves have had just 1 hit off Dalby in this series so far. One, 2 count, 2 outs. Wolves looking to get something started here in game 3. Got away from Dalby. 3-2 now. Full count is 4-2 in BLW. Almost Bennett back in, but now we have a full count as the Wolves look for their first base runner of the inning. And he misses. Dalby's first walk of the series. Bauer goes to first. Comes one of the founding players of BLW, Luke Rose of Levine. Who's looking forward to a new golf course around his house here in the next few months. Years in the making. That was a pitch to hit, but he just missed it. And he's behind in the count, 0-2. Down low. Trevor Bauer must have had a long night last night, resting at first base. Luke Rose. You expect something big to happen from Luke Rose. Did he go? Brody Livingston. Pitcher's call. Good sportsmanship by Dalby. Says no. Boom goes the dynamite. No! Albers with a great play. Catches it in foul territory. Nice job. And the captain is looking smart for inserting himself in defense and shifting that defensive posture around. It paid off right there. It'll be Logan Rose back on the mound here in the top of the second. Both teams looking for their first run. In this game that will decide which team wins the series. Here on opening day at Rose Field. Randy Dalby to the plate. And that could be it. It looks like that is gone. Randy Dalby again with the big shot. Gives his team the lead 1-0 as they search in hopes of limiting it to a triple. Instead, the big guy, the big dog, as he did in game one, gives his team the lead 1-0. Reed Ross looking to get on the board. Give his team a boost. Two and 0. Don't know that Ross has ever been in the head in the account 3-0 in his life. He's up there to do damage. Can he right now? Wolves have grown a little silent after that Dalby home run. The Dalby hit just eked out. As Carson Rose has returned to the booth, working hard, playing Pokemon. Something similar. Three-two to Ross. Nobody out here for the Cougars as they've taken a 1-0 lead. He had a cut there. You know, our viewers around the world might be wondering where Paradise Valley, Arizona is. Situated between Scottsdale and Phoenix, often called the Bel Air of Arizona. It birthed Sandra Day O'Connor, William Rehnquist, two of our more notable members of the U.S. Supreme Court. 3-2 count. And we go full. Logan Rose has made history here today, but Reed Ross walking might make history too. But not yet. Reed Ross did not get his first walk in the history of his BLW career. Instead, that's out number one. And here comes the glove man. Henry Stratton. Lucky number 7. One-0 count to Stratton. Oh, and he drills one where nobody is. What just happened? Albers still looking smart. Albers at the plate with a clean double to left center. Luke Rose was taunting him with that positioning, and Logan Rose has pulled himself. It'll be Trevor Bauer coming in the game with Stratton on second after that one-out double. Wolves looking to staunch the bleeding.
What? There's no white cord. Where? I don't see a white cord. I don't know. I don't see a white cord. I don't know which one it is.
And up steps Randy Dalby. Dalby had a home run off Bauer in game 1, had one off Rose here in game 3. Cougars threatening again after that Henry Stratton double.
Yeah.
Bauer was very sharp, but for that solo shot to Dalby. Issued no walks in game 1. Good swing from Dalby. Two one count. Upstairs. Nice pitch at 71. Dalby frustrated with himself. Not a lot of movement there. Three-two now. One out, one on. Henry Stratton at second base. And that's a ground ball to first. Jonathan Dalby gets him out there. Stratton advances to third. Ross, if he's going to get on track, that would be a good time to do it. Oh, 1. He would have hit that. It would have been to Flagstaff. Instead, he's behind 0-2 here in the top of the second. Top of 2. Top of 2, Carson Rose, or bottom of 2? Top of 2. Almost a bizarre hit. One of those days for Reed Ross. Self-deprecating humor from the big right-hander. And that's it for the Cougars. But not before the big Randy Dalby home run. A replay of game 1 as he gets ready to take the mound again. Logan Rose steps to the plate. It's just a 1-0 ball game. The Wolves with 2 opportunities to get back in this game. Stratton playing him as a dead pull hitter. Logan Rose has made a lot of contact today. A lot of foul balls. 1 base hit so far. 0-1 count. Leaves it up high. Nicked his bat, didn't it? Foul ball. Dalby jumps ahead. 1-2. The only home run in the game has come from Dalby, both in game 1 and game 3 here. Wolves looking for their first of the season. Good movement. Down goes Rose.
Logan, your password. Your laptop turned off. What's your password? What's your password? Your laptop turned off. Logan, lowercase.
Comes the rookie, Jonathan Dalby, looking for his first meaningful hit of the series. One zero. Fouls it off. '13 has had a lot of success with that pitch to right-handers, but Jonathan Dalby did a nice job fighting it off there. 1-1 count. Wolves starting to get a little frustrated. Knuckler does not work. Levels the count at 2-2. In the shortest pitch of the day, Dalby threw that about 18 feet. Not sure what was going on there. 3-2. One out and nobody on. Fouls it off again. And a third foul ball of the at-bat. Nice job by 52. Good brother battle going on here. But just one by the pitcher. 2 outs now. Trevor Bauer steps in. Paints the inside part of the zone. Jumps ahead 0-1. Dalby has been particularly sharp here today, issuing only 1 walk, 1 hit on the day. Good rip by Bauer there. But he's behind 0-2. And yes, he did. Down go the Wolves. We're looking to keep the Cougars close here in the top of the last. Down 1-0. It'll be Trevor Bauer back on the mound for the Wolves.
Yep. I'm in for Henry. Okay.
Jackson Albers will be pinch hitting for Henry Stratton despite the lefty's big double in the last inning. Apparently, Henry Stratton has left the building. Top of the third, top of the last. Trevor Bauer starting good. 69 miles an hour. Down low. 2-1 count now. Bauer's debut in BLW, and he's thrown a lot of strikes. Look at that screwball. That was incredibly nasty. A movement so profound that it hit Albers and he still swung at it. So far, the MVP of the series, Randy Dalby at the plate. Bauer with a different look, drops down a bit. Dalby kind of reminds us of like Dave Kingman. The only time that major leaguer would get hits is home runs. He's got 2 on the day, both home runs. He's behind 0-2 in the count here with 1 out. Sharing the booth here today with Brody Livingston, Carson Rose, and the Wildcat, Braden Stroop. Cup check, 2-2. And that was a missile. Unplayable. That's a double. Oh, he played it. He did not declare it unplayable. That's as hard as you will see a ball hit in wiffle ball. Just a missile. A lot of pitchers throw risers. You don't see hits that look like risers like that. Stopped by the Green Monster and left only. Reed Ross. Son of Gino Ross. Now at the plate. Only 1 out for the Cougars as they look to build what perhaps may be an insurmountable lead with another run here, the way Dalby's been pitching. Two 2 now. Ross looking for his first hit. Dalby tipping pitches to Ross. Maybe. Not on that one, apparently. 2 outs now. Albers resembles Ed Sheeran a little bit. The Wolves trying to get this third out and give themselves a chance to come back in the bottom of the last. Albers ahead 2-0 now. Good rip by number 3, but Bauer's got the better of him there. Two outs. 2-1 count. Dalby on second. Luke Rosen left. Another dart at 67 miles an hour. And that's a punch out. Another nice job by Trevor Bauer on the mound. But the Wolves desperately need a run to tie this game in the bottom of the last here in the opening series of opening day, BLW 2025. Dalby making his final warm-up pitches before looking to close it out.
Is there a kid in left field?
Oh, is he? Yeah.
Oh. Is good.
And in a interesting move, the Cougars have put in the youngest player in the league and left at a very pivotal moment in the game, almost taunting Luke Rose by doing that. Literally saying to Luke Rose, as in the bat, pounding the inside of the zone. Luke Rose falls behind in the count 0-2, looking for one of those patented unexpected bombs from the Wildcat. But not today. Can Logan Rose both hit milestone number 2 and get his team back in this game with a home run, a hit, something, anything for the Wolves? The height differential between the left fielder and Randy Dalby is about 7 feet. Logan Rose. Can he go boom time? Oh, and did he do it? Yes! Oh, is it out? Is it out? Is it not? It's a triple only. They found the ball. If we cannot find the ball, how do we know it's a triple? Or was it a home run? Oh, Logan Rose. But let's stop and pause, because again, it's time to celebrate the commissioner. His 100th hit in the history of BLW. The all-time hits leader, as his teammates come out, congratulate him as they should. What a second moment for the commissioner today. 500 strikeouts, 100 hits. And it could not have come at a more important time. Only one out. The speedster goes to third. Luke Rose. Logan Rose after the triple. Always seems that drama is the poet here at Rose Field. And we have it again. He puts it in play. That is not going to do it. That is not going to do it. We have, and the ball is still in play. Dalby did not know the rules.
No, Jonathan goes back to first. It's a dead ball after he throws it to the backstop.
It's a dead ball to the backstop. Jonathan Dalby with the infield single to keep this game alive. Bauer had the winning hit in game 2. Just when it looked like the Wolves were in hibernation, they woke up. And only one team can win right now, and it's the Western Wolves. Runner on second. Still only one out. Trevor Bauer at the plate. Nicks the corner. Any hit could win the game right now. The Cougars put Reed Ross back in for defensive purposes. Two outs. Who wants to be a hero? Is it going to be Luke Rose? Two outs, runner on second. A double would win it. A triple would win it. A home run, obviously. Logan Rose is going to be very aggressive. On the base pass. Oh, and he fouls it off his foot. Oh, 1 count. Yes, he did. 73 miles an hour. Oh, 2. Oh. How did Luke Rose take that pitch? 1-1. 1 win apiece in this series. Luke Rose with a chance to be the hero. Lays off another one up high. Tension continues to build at Rose Field. Hits him in the back. Dalby getting a little unraveled here after being up in the count 0-2. 3-2 now. 2 outs. Logan Rose on second. Oh, and is that it? That's it. The Wolves walk it off. Unbelievable. Luke Rose, we've been saying it all series long. You just never know with the former MVP. Been struggling at the plate. Launches a bullet over Reed Ross's head. And we thought the Wolves were dead. Lying in the middle of the street, and instead they get up, fight back, and take the series 2-1. All 3 games, outstanding play, great pitching, and clutch hitting from the Western Wolves. We'll see you soon for another thrilling Big League Wiffle Ball series.
Luke, after having a not so strong series, how did that last? What was going through your mind for that last AB?
Yeah, absolutely. So Randy was working inside of me all day. I seen him well. Can't say the same for Jackson Albers, but after seeing Randy after so many at bats, it just connected. Being behind in the count, had to work back, and he left one right over the plate, see a ball, and Wolves up 2-1, 2-1 on the record. So that's what we'd like to see.
And Luke Rose, once again, how good did it feel to not have that ball go off the scoreboard? I know.
Oh yeah.
We talked a lot about 2023.
Very reminiscent of Game 5 in the World Series against Brody in the Extreme. Didn't happen this time. Went over Reed's head, and Logan came home and scored after a big day for him. 500 Ks, 100 hits, and just to cap off a great day, opening day. Good start for our season.
We'll go to the next interview. We'll be back in a second.
Logan, today was a great day for sports. You reaching 500 strikeouts and you reaching 100 hits. But what's better, you hitting those accomplishments or Ovechkin breaking the goal record?
I gotta go with the wiffle ball. I mean, Ovechkin's a great player. I don't mess with hockey, so we gotta go wiffle ball in that regard. Once again, what a day! 3 insanely close, great games. And really it ended in that last inning. That was very reminiscent of 2001 off Mariano Rivera. I honestly didn't think we were gonna have a chance off Randy, but you do your thing and never know where it goes. So yeah, it was a great day and it was awesome to hit those achievements.
Yeah, Logan, probably came in as the underdogs, have a long season ahead of us. But after facing Randy and Albers, probably the best pitching duo in the league, where does that put us looking forward into the season? How are the Wolves looking out to finish the season?
Yeah, I mean, I know we got the Extreme next. That's another big one. They're one of the best teams in the league for sure. So I think we start off hot with the two best pitching teams in the league. But I thought we looked really good on the mound. Obviously, we didn't have Jonathan or you throw. But I felt great. Trevor felt great. And I'm excited to see how it goes because long season ahead, but we're feeling good.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're going to get Trevor in here, and then we're going to be done.
Here with Trevor Bauer, newly acquired Western Wolf, 5th pick in the draft. Coming out of state, new team, new league for you. What was the overall thought process coming in? How'd you feel about your performance, and where do you think the Wolves stand on the season?
I think we fit pretty strongly. We're going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun during our whole series, the whole time. For the rest of the season, it's going to be fun.
Absolutely.
I see us doing a lot of things. We got a really deep pitching staff, like really, really good. And then I know my bat needs to come around, but once our bats come around too, it's just going to be very hard to beat us. Yeah.
Trevor, going
Yes.
to that last inning. I know you told me at the end of the game you hadn't thrown since Dallas. So
Yeah.
what was your expectations, and did you exceed or match or?
I exceeded what I wanted to do. I mean, I didn't walk anybody, so that's always a really, really big thing is not drawing any walks as a pitcher, and then things can tumble out from there. But yeah, that was the biggest thing for me. No walks, kept it. Being able to work with the 5 balls actually is really nice because then you can kind of navigate some guys like especially Randy. He's a very hard guy to get around, especially hitting. So having that extra ball helps that situation a lot.
Well, welcome to the league.
Absolutely. Sweet.
Stay